Okay, let me, okay, slideshow from the beginning. Okay, thank you very much. And today I'm going to spend about 15 minutes to introduce a new course management tool for professors. And I started this one a while ago, so I will talk more about that in a moment. First, let's look at one of the things we all know about teaching or the other stuff. I don't know how to hide this well. Okay, but anyway, this is called Bloom's taxonomy. And this try to put, they apply to different fields for like teaching or education related domain, or they call cognitive domains. They put the knowledge into different levels, different layers. One is remembering the basic facts, or understanding or applying or analyzing, evaluating. Whenever we get enough knowledge, the final goal is for us to become some kind of expert on the field. So, but when we think about this kind of stuff, there are different orders of this think about thinking skills. At the bottom, like remembering or understanding, they consider this is lower order thinking skills. But then we expect our students to have higher order thinking skills. So, but unfortunately, a lot of them, including us, we cannot reach the very top, like creating things. This comes with like very important questions. The first, since they cover different layers of knowledge or skills. So the first the first question I have, or you may also have, because we are all professors, when should learning start? Another question is, what should be taught during the lecture? And the third one will be how to teach or learn in the classroom. How do we use our lecture time? And the fourth one will be when should the learning ends? Because it should have some kind of like end to our learning cycle. And then for this website, bear this kind of ideas in my mind, I kind of develop a support for different stages of these processes to make our teaching and learning easier and more effective. The first one I would say, ideally, as a professor, we want our students to preview before class. They either read the textbook or do some pre-class reading or anything like that. We do not want the student come to our classroom without anything, I would say. And then another thing is for different professors, when we are in the classroom, we do different things. How should we run our classroom? This is another support this website can support, or this system, I would say. And then for different disciplines, we have a different kind of knowledge. And basically, they need students to do like drills to do things like I would say call this self-study skills or something like that. For example, for chemistry, we want our students to know the names and atomic symbols for certain elements. That's kind of starting point. I believe for mathematics, for biology, for any courses, you have something. Professors cannot do much. Basically, you tell them, yes, this is something you have to memorize, and then you study for that. Or more likely memorizing stuff. But for memorizing, there are a lot of research in psychology to say what kind of method will be more effective than the other. So this system will try to apply the principles to help the student to do better for this kind of work. And then the other thing is homework enforcement. As a professor, we all know that without homework enforcement, the students cannot get the skills or retain the skills. So this is an important part. And then the last part in the school environment is we want to offer some kind of official assessment for the students' learning. And then we give the students a grade, and then they can show that to employers, say, oh, I'm better than the others, so hire me, or something like that. Although in terms of form of assessment, we all agree they need to have some sort of assessment to make this working. Okay, and then I'm going to start with like some kind of very popular teaching pedagogy to say about how we should how should we do for each step. For example, a flipped classroom is one of the very popular teaching pedagogy, which is used by a lot of schools, by a lot of people. And for this kind of method, assume that the class time should not be used to teach some some of the basic stuff. Instead, we should use the class time for activities that involve higher order thinking. If we go back a little bit, we can see this higher order thinking is like this part, how to apply, how to analyze, evaluating, creating, or some kind of this along this line, not to even tell them this is something you need to memorize. Okay, there is a very similar teaching pedagogy is called just-in-time teaching. They appear about the same time. However, for some reason, to me, I think a flipped classroom has gained more popularity or is more well known than just-in-time teaching. To me, I think they're very, very similar. For this method, in the first step, students complete a focused set of activities outside the class before class starts. And then they need to kind of submit some kind of work to the instructor. At the second step, one student, the instructor collects the feedback, and then instructor will know, can I identify what the students know, what the students don't know, then decide or design a class plan to carry out the teaching. So I would say, in my best understanding, I think for the first step, just in-time teaching emphasize the more specifically what needs to be done before class starts. But flipped classroom is kind of like did not emphasize this, although it bears the similar ideas. And then whenever we assign some pre-readings, you basically want to know, do the students read the textbook or watch the video? Whatever you give them, did you do it? You have to have a kind of idea. And more importantly, the second one is we really want to know or which part students know, which part they don't know. We cannot assume they know something or they don't know something. Our lesson plan should depend on what they already know, what they don't know, what kind of help they need. So this current system offers support for both. One is, for the first one, basically you want to know whether students do the things. The second one is like, say, more specific. I would say it's more labor intensive. Sometimes if you do this, it can be a lot of work. So I do not want to make my talk to be like a monoplay. So there's some interactive activities. I believe you all have a computer next to you, or at least you should have a cell phone next to you, smartphones. So the next step, I invite you to do this. You go to this website, chemistville.com, chemistville.com. If you go to the website, you will see something like this. Okay, so since I'm online, I'm going to show the website to you. So I'm going to type in Chemistville. It's chemistry at Jacksonville. See Chemistville, because I use this very often. It's already here. So make sure if you cannot see my screen or you need anything else, please let me know. This is the home page of this website. If you do, you can sign up. There are 4 different kinds of users. One is educator, one is instructor, and the third one is student. The last one is reseller. So what I want you to do right now is sign in as a student. Sign up as a student. You can put on whatever name you want to be, and then put on an email. The email can be a real email or can be a fake email. Use a real email is for the purpose, if you forget the password, which is very common, the website allows you to click forget password, and then it will send a link to allow you to reset. So you will not lose the information. So I will check, say, if I have enough people sign up, because I can access the back end of the website. So I can say how many people sign up, how many people they haven't. So give them a minute. Okay, you make sure you sign up as a student. Okay. Okay, today is 31st. I say D, I say you sign up. Okay, so for the online users, would you mind to sign up as well? Because we need some interactive activity so you can see what is going on there. Otherwise, you will not be able to say that in first hand. Okay, I give you a little extra time, maybe 2 minutes. That's what we normally do in class, right? So a computer probably looks a little bigger. It's easier to do things, but for a cell phone is a little smaller. And then since D, you are here, I'm going to give you a further instructions. So after you sign up, okay, let me show the website anyway. So I will sign up, I say first student. So this will indicate how fast it is. I just say first student at, so what do you like? ju.edu. Okay, so because I'm at JU, so I use ju.edu. I just set a password. I will not let you know. Okay, so make sure it's the same to confirm, because sometimes we just forget what we put in. So, and then it do a little math to avoid any robots to do this. So I'm going to do this. So I hope I still remember. Okay, first student at ju.edu, and then password is, okay, I hope I still remember the password. 8 plus 5 equal to 13. Oh, I'm sorry. First student at ju.edu. Okay, try one more time. So last time on Wednesday, it didn't work. For some reason, maybe I was too nervous. Oh, this time it works. So whenever you reach here, okay, whenever you reach here, this is what you're going to see. You will say, my courses, change my password, purchase new courses, click purchase new courses. And then you have different options to search your course. So this time I want to search a course name by course name. So the course name is demo, because yeah, demo, I think it doesn't distinguish capital letter or lowercase. So I will search. And then when you click search, you will find one course. Okay, Xiaoxue, I say you sign up, John sign up, Kelly Wang and Joanna. Okay, thank you so much. I saw you all sign up. Are you on this same page? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And then you select. After you click select, then you can click purchase. Don't worry, you will not be charged anything. Okay, you click purchase. And then there's 14 days free trial, because all of our students, sometimes they just, for some reason, they delayed. As a professor, you don't want the students start after 14 days to start their homework. So you have 14 days free trial. You click here, 14 days free trial. After you click 14 days free trial, you will go to my courses page. Then this course is displayed. Are we all on the same page?
Yes.
Yes, this is like a chemistry demo. You click this one course name. It's very intuitive. You click this one. You just click no, continue trial. You don't want to pay, so continue trial. Okay, so the default page, when you come to the website, it has like what I set up already, because right now I'm working as a professor. I already set up the website. So the students, when they sign in, you can click here. You can say like different homework sets. If you click here, what you can see, there are 3 folders. The first one is called video. If you click video, you can see a lot of videos are popping up. This is the videos I prepared specifically for this lecture. So if you click, it will start to play. So the numbers in science are different. Okay, apparently I'm not going to play this. And also, I talked with a few people. It seems like more or less like we are similar. We do not want to. When we first heard our voice on video, it sounds weird. So some people just start, oh, I don't want to do this. I give up. But anyway. I finally overcome that fear. Then I finally get here, so I can do this. So, but anyway, so if you scroll down, you will say, when the students watch video, or this may be a pre-assignment, when the student do something, you want to say either for completion, did they watch the video, right? Or for, okay, let me go to my PowerPoint, so I will not jumping around. Okay, if you look at my PowerPoint, so you either you want to do, did they do it? You just not make sure they do it. Not, it doesn't matter whether they get enough knowledge or skill. You just want them to do it. So for this software, it provides completion like monitoring. So you can check the video watching record. And the first method. The second one is you can ask your students to submit a comment after each video. For example, if we go back to the student, you can say add fact. You can just say, hi, I am the first student. So this way I will save the notes. And then as a professor, professor can see the comments each student added. For example, when I go back here, you can say, oh, D, I saw your comments. You say, fact 1, I saw Joanna's comments, great video. This way, you definitely know whether student watched the video or not. So this is a preliminary requirement for like flip classroom or whatever you call. So make sure the student do the things. It can be very, very simple. It can be a little bit complex. And the other tool this software offer is you can check the video watching statistics. So when, as a professor, when I click here, I can look at myself, or I can choose an individual student. I can choose to watch the entire class. So today is 31st. So what I'm going to do, look at this. Oh, look at what is happening. Actually, I can see Joanna watched twice. Joanna watched at 11:18, 11 o'clock, 18 minutes and 20 seconds. She watched like about like 3 seconds. And then Joanna watched again at 11:21:20 for another 7 seconds. And then John watched a little longer than that is, yeah. And also I say Xiaoxue watched about 11 seconds. And first student, and so this way you will know you will know whether the student do the work you ask them to do. And then as a professor, you have complete freedom to either give them points or not. It's up to you. So it's kind of additional tool for you to have a better understanding or prepare of your students. And then this is, first I use this for chemistry for my class. I kind of provided about 400 videos for 2 semesters. So, but don't worry, my videos are very short. Each of them, most of them, they are 5 minutes or less, but there are certain ones, they are like 10 minutes. Very rare you see a 15 minutes video. I will talk about this for the student preference for video length in the later part of this talk. Okay, then another thing is, maybe if the student just click the video or either watch, they may not get what you want them to get. So we have to know, identify the areas of understanding and misunderstanding. This to me is more important than just say, oh, they did that or not. So this one offers another tool. You can give them pre-class assignment and ask them very simple questions. Like which they can answer. Like in your video, you can explain the meaning of each symbol, and then you do you give a homework problem, let them do it. You can say the statistics as well. For the time being, I'm not going to demonstrate this one for now, but what I'm going to do is I'm moving to the classroom teaching. How do we use our classroom? It's kind of a debate of what is going on here. So I would say, to me, it's very important to know how many of my students have the skill I want them to learn. And do I need to explain more or go to the next topic? It's not one way communication, it's 2 ways. So because students are different from 1 year to the other, you have to constantly adjust how to explain things. So this one also, like, another related question is, should I change the way of teaching in a long term? Because like sometimes we think our teaching is effective, but which is a surprise for me. I will share that story in a moment. I want you to get engaged. Go back to your class, because every 5 minutes it will log you out. The reason I do this because I want make sure the student doesn't open the video and leave it on. They didn't watch it. So this way our statistics will be more accurate. What I want you to do is click classroom on the side menu. Then this one says your instructor is not in the reflection room. Please wait. So stay there. As an instructor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my classroom. And then I'm going to open. Now look at your screen. Do you see a question on your screen? You do not need to say mine. Do you see that? Okay, so yes. If you, yes, then you can make a choice, make a selection, then submit. After you submit your answer, and then I will wait. I only say, if you look at my screen, I only have 1 submission. I need more people to participate, so I can say this. Okay, so okay, and then I have 2. So on my screen, I can immediately say how many people choose A, how many choose B, how many choose C, how many choose D. This way, I know if I have 80% or 90% student get the correct answer, I think I'm okay. I can move to the next topic. But if the majority don't get that correct, then I need to make adjustment and say, I may explain a little more, like try to say, okay, so the average study time per day of a college student, I think, I don't remember that. I think it's 30 minutes or less. So in this way, I have 3 students answer A, 2 answer D. So then I explain this part, and then I don't give them the correct answer. If I do, I have to give them a different item. So, but then if I don't give them, I pretend I did not give you the answer. Okay, A is the answer, but I pretend I did not give you that. So I click reset. Then you can ask the student to submit the answers again. If you can, you all choose A. You all choose A. Joanna submitted. I can say who did this as well. Okay, I say John and Dr. Wang. I have 3. So in this case, I get all students get the correct answer. I think students are okay. Then I can move to the next topic. And then another thing I want to emphasize here is you may wonder how quick or how time consuming to make this kind of exercise for the professor, for the instructor. Actually, I'm going to show that. Let's see how fast, how long it takes. May take hours. No, I'm joking. So I will do this, and then there are different choices because you are given different test banks you can choose from. I'm going to choose this one, and there are different types which I will introduce later on. So then the creation is over. How long it takes? It takes seconds, and then I click here. Then you can say this, right? You can say now this. You can type in the numbers or letters. You can submit your answer, and then. But there is a little problem. There is a little problem for the students. Whenever you show this in classroom, students may see the answer on my screen. They all know what are the correct answers, right? So even if they don't know the math, they don't know, like say, they saw 2 at the first answer, they may just put in 2. So then this will be very, very bad for you. So what I'm going to do is I just click hide. So the student will not say the correct answer. Then after the student submit it, then you can say this. You can see this. So there are a lot of features I would say is specifically designed for the classroom teaching. So this, I personally use this most often in my class time. To my surprise, I thought I'm teaching over 10 years. I'm a pretty good professor. I explain things very well. However, about like a few weeks ago, when I do this classroom tool, when I collect the students' response, I feel really, really surprised. No, the students, almost nobody get the correct answer, everybody get this wrong. Then I explained, and finally the good thing is the students get the correct understanding. I think my class time is effective. So this is a very, very useful tool for you, whether you use new teaching pedagogy or the old one. One of the things as a professor, normally when you ask the students to answer, students don't want to say anything in front of a lot of people. There's a lot of dynamics happen in the classroom, but normally it's hard. Also, they can be due to various reasons. So with this tool, every student will respond. Almost every time I receive 100% response, because students, they don't know, they don't need to worry about shame themselves or anything like that. Or if they are girlfriend or boyfriend in the same room, they may decide, okay, I'd better to be quiet. And then in this way, they will not have that kind of worry. Okay, so this also, this software provides some other tools for classroom inflection. One of the things is attendance, because personally, I don't normally take attendance. I do not give them attendance points, but some professors I know, they think attendance is important, so they take attendance. So this also provide a tool for that. As a professor, if you go to attendance places, this offers 2 different kind of attendance, different attendance mode. One is attended, one is unattended. Unattended, okay, like say today is Wednesday, and then our class time, okay, if you my class time is 11, let's say 11 to like 15 minutes Wednesday. If you do unattended check-in, So you can decide how long you want the attendance open. Then student can sign in anytime. However, some students, if you tell them at the beginning of the semester, they don't come to the classroom. They still do this, right? So that's why there's another function called attended check-in. So this way, students only see when you open the attendance sheet. So this time I give you 1 minute. Then I click start. If you click attendance, you will say something. Okay, let me see. Hopefully it doesn't. Yeah. If you go to attendance, this is what you're going to see. Okay, I see a button check in. I can click to indicate successfully checked in. So as a professor, you get attendance. You get attendance sheet. So then they can update and then show the time the student checked in. So then you have automatically get a record of what is going on here. So okay, so another one is you may also want to give them a student a quiz. I would say this is very similar to the classroom module. So I'm not going to spend more time on this. It's very similar function. So this tool is for the classroom, So the other aspect of learning is self-study. I collaborated with Dr. Wang a while ago. We decided to write a proposal. Unfortunately, we were rejected twice, so we didn't get the funding, but I did learn a lot from Dr. Wang about this psychology research. Dr. Wang is a professor at UNF. She is a psychology professor. She knows a lot about psychology, about memory, or a lot of things. So specifically for two effects. One is called testing effect. The other one is called spaced repetition. Spaced repetition. To put them in simple case, testing effect is just say if you want the students to memorize the fact, George Washington was the first president of the United States. A student can repeat this many times. They just keep reading, reciting, do things like that. Actually, it turns out it's not effective. So the better way, it turns out to be like, say, put this way. George Washington is blank of the United States. The answer is the first president. And then the next question is, who is the first president of the United States? But this kind of activity is much more effective than you repeat the same thing again and again, which most people use. But remember, this can take a lot of efforts to prepare this kind of activities. If you allow the student to do this by themselves, they may not do it. Or if we want to do that, there's a lot. So since this website offers a large database, so we can set this up automatically that students utilize this effect. So the other one this system can offer is homework enforcement. The homework enforcement, I'm not going to do a lot. So one of the features I have here is like, say, when you teach again and again from year to year, you realize that almost every year students make the same mistakes. So when they do homework, you will catch them and tell them what they need to fix. So this has a lot of features like that. Let me see if I can demonstrate one. So, okay, so let me see that. Oh, what's going on here? Homework. Okay, so this is the homework that we see. One of the common mistakes I saw my students have every year is when they do this simple math, what they do is, for example, this 128 divided by 8 times 2. A lot of students, what they do is 128 divided by 8. then multiply by 2. In that case, you will get the wrong answer. Let's say, what number do we get? 128 divided by 8. Let's not. Okay, let me do that. Okay, 100. Let me use Google. 128 divided by 8 times 2. This is 32, right? So when you do this, you do 32. Look at the. Oh, try again. Oh, I'm sorry. So this is not what I wanted. Okay, so, but anyway, it will tell the students what's wrong with this one, and then give them like the reminder what they forget. It's easy to fix. And then also there are a lot of there are some homework available. Some of the features I like, some of the features I don't. For example, ALEKS is a research-backed system, but one of the features is very, very bad for me to adopt. Actually, I used that for 2 years. I finally give up. It's very difficult to set up the due date, etc. Because students normally they will come to you say, Dr. H, something going on, and then I cannot finish the homework on time. Can you extend the due date? It's almost impossible to adjust the due date for ALEKS. Then that's a very reason I give up. Also, their database is not good enough. To me, I think it's not enough. So, and then another thing is we may want to offer student choices. So that's another thing. Will be ready very soon. So some students prefer more, some students prefer less, but we give them a minimum. Say if they get like 80%, some students are happy. They just say that's enough. I'm happy. I don't want to do more. But some students say, no, I want to get a better grade. So then you can offer students another choice of the question. So if they get 100%, then their final grade for that will be 100. So this way you can really get students, give the student feeling the student is in control. So I don't want to drag this too long. It's already 40 minutes. So the next one will be like a visual assessment. Over the years, teaching at JU, I almost write a new exam every time when I'm for a new group of students for a lot of reasons. But to write a good exam, it takes hours, if not days. So this make me think, if we have the database, can we just click a few buttons to do that? And then this website can offer that. If you do that, you just need to make a few choices. Right now, I'm going to do is, let me see. Okay, so what I'm going to go to a different course I'm teaching right now. So chemists will, these are the courses I'm teaching right now. So I'm going to go one of them. So to create an exam, all you need to do is you just say choose the topic. You want one multiple choice for this topic, another one for this topic. You give a name like test. And then you create, then it's done. The exam is ready to give the students. If you're not happy, you can like say you don't like this one, you click auto reselect. And then you get a different problem. So this will save me a lot of time to do the exam creation, either for makeup or for anything like this. I think this will be, professors will like this kind of tools. So, and also there are a lot of student questions to ask us, like say, student will come to you and say, Dr. H, am I ready for the exam? They may ask this, what I do for the exam, what should I study? Or after the exam, they said, oh, I studied the wrong thing. You do not want these kind of things to like not to be addressed. So this website also offer tools to address that. I'm not going to go to the details for that. So this kind of questions are important for the students. So if they have that, they can do that. Okay. The second part is like say, I do not want to use this one as only a teaching tool. I also want this one as a pedagogical research tool, because nowadays the teaching is very different than 20 or 30 years ago. A lot of times we want evidence-based teaching. This requires data to support whatever teaching idea you have. You need data to validate or invalidate different teaching pedagogy. So right now, chemists will offer different kind of data you can do. For example, the video watching statistics, homework statistics. You can also control a lot of things like the due date, etc. There are a lot of things you can control. I would say this will be a very, very good tool for pedagogy research as well. And then I want to share a little bit of preliminary results. I'm using this for almost 2 semesters. The first one I observed, students are highly motivated. I have more students ask me for help for this kind of like system I present them. The second one is the homework. It seems this is very preliminary results. The homework is kind of good indicator to indicate their grade. The y-axis is the American Chemical Society exam grade. The bottom, the x-axis is the homework grade from the website. This is very preliminary. I did not do analysis. Actually, what I should do is like say, student may not watch the video, or they spend how much time they spend. You can construct the correlation. All of this data can be downloaded to your own computer as an Excel file. So another thing is, which I did like a few years ago, is I let the students say, if they watch the video, they don't watch the video, say, let's say, do they improve? Actually, it's kind of very, very exciting. If the student watch the video, their grade is 41, almost 41. Historically, our historical mean is 35. So this is very, very significant. But at that time, I did not have any data, like say who watched, who did not, anything like that. I did not have that. So I believe with this data, we can have better analysis to support our hypothesis or whatever we think that is working. And then another thing is personal testimonies. I have students from my last semester, and then for some reason they did not register for this semester. But then they came to me and say, Dr. H, can I register for your website and then do that because I missed 2 weeks classes. I cannot catch up. Or for some reason, or the student even said that I don't know how to study, or whether I know this, I have the skill or not. So it seems if the students want this, they are not in your class, they want to be enrolled in this part. That means this probably has something attract them to do this. So at the very last part, you're not chemists, you're a mathematician, psychologist, or historian, or English teacher, or whatsoever. Because what this can do for you. Okay, I'm going to go over this very quickly. Okay, actually the students we are teaching, they are changing. They changed a lot. So when we were in school, we read the book, we do things, but actually this is the paper published in 2019. The data is from 2011. The survey showed that almost 90% of the students think they can earn a C or better without doing any kind of reading. This is kind of research finding. I would say students are different now. So we have to make some changes to accommodate this change. Okay, so and also like if they don't read the textbook, what do they do? Actually, the research finding is exciting. They prefer videos over textbook. One of the papers I get published in 2022, it says 60 to 65, they watch short videos, which is less than 15 minutes. 17 to 20% watch long videos, which is a complete lecture is 45 minutes. Overall, it's over 80-something%, almost 90%. So they do watch that. From my personal experience, the students even search YouTube videos to watch by themselves. They don't do, even if you don't provide them. And also another thought is also backed up by research is some people may think, oh, textbook, they're heavy, they cannot carry. If we can make a MP3 video, they may listen to that. Actually, the results is disappointing. Even if you turn that into an MP3, they can carry that everywhere. Not many students start to listen to do that. So that's kind of trend universities should address. And then as a suggestion, each video, as a suggestion for making the video, each video should only cover one topic or one skill. Make it very short, like 5 minutes or less. I have videos, sometimes it's less than 1 minute. So even if before class starts, they can watch that, they can get the desired outcome. You do not need to worry about that in class. And then the videos must be able to, must be helpful for them for their homework. Otherwise, they will go to YouTube, search somebody else's video. So these are the suggestions I provide if you want to do this. If I know some of us are very dedicated educators, some of you already make videos. You like me, I have my own YouTube channel. I put up a lot of videos there. If you already did that, this website offers you a very convenient tool. You can just paste the link into this website. This website does not host videos. You offer the link and then it will automatically play the video on our website. Okay, so and then another thing I wanted to say, we need to recognize for the test bank, we need to put them into different categories. They serve for different purpose. This requires a lot of serious thoughts. Like pre-assignment, you cannot do like say they spend 10 minutes to work out the problem. This is not for pre-assignment. Maybe just give them an equation, explain the meaning of each symbol, and then after they explain the symbol, you just ask them, what is the meaning of V? Oh, V is volume. This is for pre-assignments. And then in class time, you don't want a student spend 15 minutes to answer one question. You may want to, people call this clicker type of questions. Very simple, check the concepts, but I would say this based on your own understanding and own implementation. But this website offers this kind of tools. And then this website offers a lot of different types. For example, for multiple choice, multiple answer, fill in the blank for number for text, because computers are different. Computers choose text and numbers are different. For us, for our human, they are the same thing. And also, sometimes you do not want your students to have like have the same numbers, then they copy each other. You want them to have different numbers. So we call calculated formula. Or you want them order, like which atom is larger, which atom is smaller, put them in the right order. Or true or false. For chemistry, we have a particular type which can handle pictures. I call that Louis structure type. If you're not chemist, probably it's not useful. And then you want to minimize plagiarism. Even the same student get the same multiple choice, they will get different orders. You cannot text your classmate say, what is the answer for number 1? If the student says A, and then actually for this student, actually the answer is B. So it's automatically shuffling for different students. They get different sets of numbers. So, and also for this one, for chemistry, I created 20,000 test bank items. This is a lot of work. Without a proper tool, you cannot do that fast. This has done in about like 7 or 8 months. So this offers a lot of tools. Say you can create 100 or 20 multiple choice each time, just with a few clicks. So this allows you to do this very easily. And then we offer, like say, if you want to be this one, you need to sign up for educator, as an educator, not as an instructor. Educator, you can create your own contents based on your professional knowledge. This has faster turnaround than books. If you want to make change for the book, you're right. It takes months or years. But for this, it takes minutes or longest maybe days. You can share your expertise within and outside your university. And then I don't want to, okay, so there are 4 different types. One is completely free. You just do it, it's free for you, but not for your students, sorry. And then the other one is called bronze or silver or gold. Like say for the gold one, you have a royalty. For example, you create something at JU, you want the other university like UNF or the other school, maybe UF, they may use it and then their student pay for that. You can receive royalty. The commission is like something you use somebody else created contents, and for your class, you pay them like a little bit, you can get a little bit of payment. And then for direct sales, when you sell your own, you can like get paid a portion of that. I haven't figured out how much, because my purpose is not to make myself rich, but rather this is a tool for professors who used to write textbooks to kind of look at this a different way. I would say it's more effective in our teaching and more helpful. Thank you so much. I do not want, sorry, I think I have too much to talk. If you have any question, I can like answer that. I'm going to stop here. So if you have a question, you can answer, you just open your mic and then ask me. And then I'm going to be very happy to answer that. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Dee. Dee, do you have, yes. I heard some voice.
Oh yeah, that was me. I thought somebody else was asking a question. Yeah, how does this in terms of the bookstore, the Dolphin book bundle, are you able to bundle that into, you know, can
yes.
students get it as part of the bundle?
Yes, that's a very good question. Actually, I worked this out just last semester. Right now, what we do is like say, we give this out on the website, you download a PDF file, you send the PDF file to the bookstore. The bookstore already has a bundle. Actually, my department already decide to adopt that by Dr. Zhao and Carla, they plan to adopt that. So there's no extra work you need to do, because as professors, we want to focus on what we know, not something else like marketing. I'm not interested in marketing, but I'm not sure if you do. So if you go to the website, actually, if you do this, you click the PDF, then you tell the number or everything. Yes, you tell the code, etc. You give this file to the bookstore. The bookstore will do that automatically. I create an account for bookstore managers, which I call third party, which is third party user. They can purchase access code. They send the access code to the reseller. They can send the access code to the students. Students do not feel anything about this. Students will think, oh, this is free.
Right.
Actually, we all know it's not free. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Do you have, thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
So Jack?
Yes.
So my question is, compare with other course management system like Canvas, Blackboard, what's the strengths of your platform?
Okay. Yes. Actually, this is kind of very good question. I was asked several times, and then this is a very different functions offered than Blackboard or like a Canvas. I know UNF use Canvas. We use Blackboard. I'm not just want to say this, but really what I feel. Blackboard offer a lot of things, millions of things, but they do not offer. Most of the time, they do not offer what I need. For example, for chemistry and mathematics, we handle a lot of like subscript, superscript, or some special symbols. Blackboard does not offer that. I do not know if Canvas offer that. And also a lot of functions, for example, for the classroom feature, for the data collection, for videos, I searched many years. If I could find one, I will not do my own, because Blackboard does offer statistics for the video watching, but when you click it, download the file, it has nothing. It doesn't reflect what it does. So these are on different tracks. So I'm not sure if I answer your question.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so I invite you to try this by yourself. So like it's free. You can try anything you want. Say if you like it, I can offer extra help, because probably it needs a little bit more instruction about how to use to create your own data bank, how to create the videos, how to upload the videos, etc. But I will be more than happy because to help that out, because the summer is coming. The summertime, I will dedicate to that, to do this. Okay, do we have any
Hello.
questions?
I'm sorry, Jack. It's me,
Yes.
Debbie and Dongyuan.
Yes.
First, I want to say congratulations on getting your website or learning platform finally online. That's a great achievement and a testament to your hard work and the dedications. I'm glad to be part of it in the beginning. At least this shows me our work was not in vain. There's something come up. So your website definitely is a reflection of your passion and expertise. I'm very happy for you. Besides that, and I'm really interested in psychological part too. You know, I'm a professor in psychology. So my question is, I'm glad to see that at least based on your preliminary data, it shows that students are very motivated to do this work. So in that term, how many data are you planning to collect it in the near future? I mean, semester by semester. And I really want to see some statistic outcome to show that this outcome, this platform, compare with the other platforms, how student motivation and the grade has changed. So are you planning to do that work in the near future?
Yes, that's actually the what I'm going to do is in the near future, I'm going to analyze the data I have. I'm going to collect more data. So that's kind of like I need more collaborations. So if you're willing, we can sit down and talk about this. Like, how do we design things? You may not design the whole thing, but we can do some specific testing for the summer. We prepare for that. And then in the fall, we can start to collect data because more students mean the data is more reliable. We cannot just rely on this kind of limited number of students because for my class, normally I only have 24 students at the beginning of the semester. By the end, some of them may just say, oh, I'm not going to pass, I dropped. So the more professors adopt this system, participate, then the more we can get. I would say for the people who are here today, we need to kind of come together. How do we carry out our research plan for the future? So then they can be like benefit more people because as professors, we want the data to support what we claim. So data collection is a very important part. So I'm not sure if I answer your question.
Yeah, I have no doubt that this is a valuable resource for many people. I mean, as a professor, as well as a student. So I'm thinking maybe, are you currently collecting any survey data directly from your students who have been using this system?
No, I did not collect survey data. So that's another thing, like say, because we collaborated before, if we want to continue, maybe we can sit down, you can design some surveys. At the end, we just use the same system, same website to collect the response automatically. That's kind of like, will be a very good idea for us to work together. I'm excited if we can work together again. Okay.
Sure, let's talk about that later.
Yes, we should sit down and talk more about this because we haven't been in contact for a while. We need to connect again. Okay, do we have any other questions?
Jack.
Yes. Okay, I think your microphone is closed, so you need to open your microphone. I cannot hear anything.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. You talk about special symbols in chemistry. I was wondering if this is mathematics friendly.
Yes, that's kind of another thing I bear in my mind. We can very easily to do things like you put in Greek letters like delta or fraction or anything like that, because the current popular learning management system, they do not provide any support like that. That's why I feel so frustrated. I give up. For Blackboard, I tried to create this, it didn't work. But for our system, if we don't have that already, some of them we already have. Students can put in arrows, put in the triangle, put in Greek letters. If we need, it will be very easy to implement. It may take like 1 or 2 days to make that possible, because program is, my programmer, I think, It's very, very good. It's the best I can find.
How about matrices?
I'm sorry,
Matrix?
what do you mean matrix?
It's like,
Oh, that one we can think about that because currently, actually, for the professor to input, this website adopt LaTeX format. If you put,
oh, LaTeX you have.
yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I,
LaTeX would take care of everything.
yes, if I can because a lot of symbols like fractions or the Greek letters, when I put them in, I use LaTeX symbols. For example,
Okay.
multiply is a symbol, is a slash times, if you know LaTeX. And then after,
Oh, that's awesome.
yes, so this is kind of like when I design this, I bear this in my mind. Make sure we can solve the problem the other system does not provide. So if it's the same, why bother to make a different one? So we are very different. Math, strong math support, strong chemistry support, strong science support. But we also offer humanities, Joanna. Sorry about this. We also support you.
Thank you.
Okay. So do we have any other questions?
Hi, Jack. This is Kearney from from UNF.
Yes.
Yeah, I just yeah, this is really amazing. Definitely, I believe you put lots of efforts here. First of all, congratulations. And my question is that the most of the problems that you show kind of the multiple choice problem, is there any way that we are able to have input some problems that students be able to write their solutions like the, like the short answer problems, not just in the multiple choice?
Yes, that type is called fill in the blank.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So students going to kind of type in.
Yes, let me bring that up. Yes, so we call that in computer terms, we call that fill in the blank text. You can put in a short paragraph or something, but I would say that it's not like a chat GPT. It doesn't, if it's slightly different,
Yeah, I mean, it's not, my question is not like the blank, because as for the, so I'm in the math department, so as for this, it's not basically just to put the, just input the numbers or just pick up A, B, C, D like that, or like short answer, just like for some high level or the advanced mathematical courses. Is that possible for students to be able to write some long solutions, step by step, something like that?
Yeah, let me say this has two things. First, you can put in steps or a long paragraph, no problem. But the problem is grading. So in that case, we can collect the students' response, but then it doesn't do the grading because computers are not intelligent enough, or our system is not intelligent enough to say the multiple set. For example, in chemistry, we also in upper level, we require the students to like show the steps, like to prove something is true, just like mathematics. It cannot be graded automatically, but it can collect the answer.
Got you.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So do we have any other questions?
And to follow Kening's question, I do have one. Does that mean you can add in comments? Yeah, I know the computer cannot grade it, but you can manually grade it by adding comments for each steps.
Yes.
Tell student you got it wrong, or what's the correct answer is. Am I right?
Yes, yes. You it doesn't automatically grade. It can let the student submit, then professor read, then you give your comments. But for this kind, I would say maybe Blackboard Canvas do a good job already. So when I get this, I did not put much thought about this because it requires too much research about like understanding or artificial intelligence, etc. It's kind of beyond my capability. So thank you so much for coming. We can be in good, we can keep in touch. If you have any question in the future, let me know. And then let's say how we can, how this can help you for your own research, teaching, whatsoever you like. And thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye. I will upload this onto YouTube once I finish this and then send you the link.
Thank you, Jack. Congratulations. Have a good
Okay,
day.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.